And as I remember the story you're telling me,
Whose stomach was that? Whose stomach was that?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm filming on Ibz's stuff.
I'm Ibz, not him, by the way. He might look like me, but no.
So I have two special guests here with me. Introduce yourselves.
Hi guys, my name's Holly Gabrielle.
Oh my gosh.
Hi,
did this last
it's
time.
me, Ibz and Mo. I am a second year, about to go into my third year, my final year at a college in Cambridge, studying psychological and behavioural
college?
science. Yeah, I don't want to get the people.
Oh my god.
Wait, I'm just going to quickly open this.
Hi, I'm Ashfaq. I study chemistry, going from third year into fourth year at Churchill College.
Doing your
Masters,
baby.
And hi guys, I am Chiedza, going into second year, just finished first year studying English at Homerton College. Yes. So
Wait.
today we're gonna talk about. It's gonna be a bit more solemn. This video. It's gonna be solemn. Will it be solemn? I don't know. Maybe we should
I
put.
don't know what
Depends
solemn
on
means.
what comes up.
I thought that meant like Gollum.
Sounds that sad, right?
Sounds like
Yeah,
sadistic.
English.
It's gonna be really introspective, reflective.
Introspective for fuck's sake. It's gonna be deep. Yeah.
Yes. He'll do his previous 3 years. He'll do his previous 2, and I'll do my previous 1.
Yeah.
It's like a 1, 2, 3 kind of.
Yeah.
Because I think what's important to note is like we all might be friends, or you might be being me. We all have so different experiences in Cambridge,
Exactly.
and everybody does. You can't generalize at all. So we all have different regrets, I guess. So,
Yeah.
so one thing that I guess that for me personally is that I'm really bad with money. So I think people see like YouTuber, you make money, whatever. Turns out that's not the case at all for a lot of us. But I think that when I first started Cambridge, I didn't have YouTube. I did work on a gap year, and I did save £8,000, and it all went. Because
Wait, what?
it went like I bought stuff, I gave stuff to my family, I had to pay rent as well, and then like things just cost money as well. Like that was the money I made the year basically, so it all got spent on stuff. So I made a bit of money, and then when I got my student finance as well, I don't know why, I thought I had planned it so well, I just wasn't good with my money. And if it's the first time for a lot of us, my household income is 0, so like I'm raised on like benefits is our only income, that child benefit. So having like grand in my account for the first time, be
you
it
were
2 or
like-
3 grand, you're like back to my this camera, like I can do stuff. And then there was a moment, I didn't tell anyone this actually. There was a moment in the Christmas holidays where for 3 days all I was having was milk.
Milk.
I
Really?
drank milk.
This Christmas holiday.
No, last year.
As your meal, it's just milk.
Not for 3 days, maybe like 2.5. But or what I would do is like I would just have like plain pasta.
Wow.
I had plain pasta with a bit of seasoning, but then even that cost a bit of money as well. So I just had like pasta and milk because I just had no money, and I was maxing my own. No, I didn't have overdraft at the time because I didn't know how to peel for it, I didn't know how to get it, and then I had a credit card that was maxed out as well, and I just didn't have any money. My biggest regret is that I wish I actually like you need to be serious with your money. Now I'm so much better, alhamdulillah. YouTube's been helping as well, so I am fine now. But back in the day,
Struggle. I wish I took my mental health more seriously, because I got to uni and I feel like you're kind of distracted with the newness of it, the
busyness.
like, yeah, and like that can make you sideline your mental health like big time. So I wish I just took that more seriously, because like now that I'm in such a better place and I can actually look back on first year, I'm starting to realize like I was not okay, and I just wish I would have taken that seriously at an earlier point in time, just to make sure that first year went smoother than it did, and to make sure that I didn't make, as a result, some of the mistakes I did. So I think definitely if you are struggling, take it seriously. You don't want to suffer in silence, and you don't want to suffer through your work, because I think I regret it so much because it affected my degree, and I love my degree, like I love my work, and I was telling this to my tutor, like I love the course so much that that was affecting the way I was performing in my course because I hadn't taken it seriously. So do have that discussion with yourself, guys. Be interested.
Can I say one thing to you? So I've actually secretly like indirected you on camera before. But basically like, so I met Chiedza. I will never forget meeting you because I watched her YouTube channel and she said that she listened to Rihanna. Then I commented, oh my god, I ran to you, and she commented back. And she messaged me on Facebook like, Ibz, no, Ibrahim. That's what it was, right?
Yeah, Ibrahim Mohammed.
And then we met, and I already like knew her, I knew of her, and then like we just bonded a lot. But so I met you in my first Freshers Week, and it was amazing. I loved you so much.
I still have the videos.
And then, honest with you, 6 to 7 weeks later, when I saw you, you looked so stressed. You looked a mess.
Yeah.
You looked a mess. And then that made me rethink everything that I did, because I was like, one thing is that we're trying to inspire people to apply here, but when they get here, are we actually looking after them? Is the you look after them and also us?
You need support.
But I'm happy that you feel like you're doing that now.
Yeah,
Good.
definitely. Look out for the signs in yourself, and not just yourself, and other people, because Cambridge really is an intense environment, so other people are going through it. I know people that have had to intimate or that wanted to intimate, because people are going through it, guys, so look after each other.
I went to get counselling. That
That's
helped.
good, yeah.
Personal
Speak
counselling
to
service.
people, reach out to people, but just don't be afraid to look after your mental health.
Damn.
Wow, okay. How am I gonna follow up being poor and having bad mental health?
Oh my gosh. But
Who's it better? Hey guys, don't forget to bring your headphones.
Oh my
I remember that you have to walk.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
my regret actually combines
Your personal
both of you two a bit.
Okay.
Because what I would say is I regret not looking after my diet as much. Because
that's a
what
good
happened,
one.
especially in first year and maybe second year and third year a bit as well, is if your diet goes bad, because obviously it can get quite easy if you're stressed, you got deadlines, you got so much work, you're like, let me just order food, let me just eat this unhealthy food, all this, all that, let me just not eat or whatever. It can all add up. If you're eating bad food, one, is expensive, so all your money will go down the drain.
Yeah,
Two, if you're not eating properly, then you're not thinking properly
Yeah.
either. It's really
It
true that
affects you.
your body is something you need to look after.
scientist.
You need to put good stuff into it if you want to get good stuff out.
Oh,
Subscribe to his YouTube channel.
yeah, like,
It's called Ibz Mode.
oh my god.
Okay, so one thing that I regret academically is A level. So GCSEs, I was so shit, didn't know what the hell was going on. A levels, I knew everything that was happening. I knew my exam reports, the mark schemes. I could understand them. I could teach them. Like I knew all the concepts. And I felt like at Cambridge, I don't know why, I just thought like we would get a bit of help. So I thought like we would actually, here are your mark schemes. Here are the exams. I thought
no.
they would at least, I thought maybe they would be like, oh, but this is where you get it from. And like, I actually didn't do a past paper, apart from like the mock in January in my first year. I didn't do any mock in my second year, and I got a 2-2. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I got a 2-2, and like in my first year, well, I got 2-1. That's fine. But I wish I actually like did mock exams, and I actually said all the things that I gave you guys to do for A levels, which I did. I wish I did, and I actually wish like I looked at the exams before like the year started, because I felt like we're going to Cambridge, we're going to be so smart, like yes bitch, like
But
I made it now.
It's
Another
you.
journey, and I think it's important to remember that like, yes, you've made it, but there's still more to do, and don't forget that. We get too relaxed here because we feel like we've done it, which is true.
That's so true.
But
People
it's
like
true, but
exams
they're
here
more
are hard.
hurdles.
Some people think they're easy, and to some people they are. But I wish I just like did mock exams. I just did like the academic work, because sometimes we take it for granted. Like supervisions, some of them I'm never prepared for them, and I'm like, why aren't you prepared?
Spark notes.
And I don't know if it's because like, if it's all of us, but I wish like the worst supervision I've ever had in my life is when I just don't do the work. And I say
And
to
you feel
myself like,
bad.
Ibz,
Yeah,
why
you
didn't you
feel
do the
bad.
work? Like you're
Yeah.
given this opportunity. So I wish I took it more seriously, but I will on my third year because it
Oh
counts.
my God. We're gonna keep tabs on him, guys. Or not showing up to more lectures. So basically, in English, lectures are optional, and that's a bad thing. But I just wish, because I don't know how to explain it, but I always have the mindset that I always remind myself, I'm paying £9,250 for this year. So that's
We paid 9,000.
what?
We paid
Yeah,
just
it increased for
9k.
you, and I think it's increasing for them. Hi guys, back to uni.
Wow. So I always remind myself that like I'm investing not just in my education, in myself, in my future. So if I'm not like kind of going on from what you're saying, if I'm not making the most of it, if I'm not going to lectures, if I'm not taking the time to read up after lectures and doing the academic work, you're not getting anything
Can I
out
ask
of
a
it.
question? How many lectures do you have in English average per week?
More than that, like maybe 6 to 8.
So what you should do is you should do 6
No, I'm not
times
doing
8, which is 48 lectures that you have in a term. Times that by 2, because we don't have, exam term is exam term.
2 times.
So 96. So 9,250, divided by 96. Every time you miss a lecture, you're missing out on £96.
Hey,
Oh.
Lord have mercy! Oh my gosh! Did you just see that? Oh my gosh! It's
saying.
just added me with maths. Wow, that's deep. No,
And I failed my stats.
I wasted my money. Wow. Every time I sleep.
Good luck next year.
Oh my god.
The exam one's very important as well. I think throughout my years, first year I studied, second year I studied more, third year I kept on studying, but my results were a bit like this. I think don't always just study harder, study smarter,
Okay.
because exactly the same. We don't get mark schemes.
How do you do?
So I thought at first year, let me just read my lecture notes, let me just do this. But you need to actually read your lecture notes, try exam questions, like proper exam questions, and thirdly, try them without consulting your notes, without looking at your notes, because then it's like active recall or whatever, where you have to actually think, and it's not always available to you. Because I remember sitting in my first year exam, material science, and I opened the question paper up, and there's this question, I'm like, I know the exact page this information is on, but it's not there. Because I was so used to look at an exam question and be like, oh, let me check my notes, that page, for that info. In the exam, I was like, I know what page it's on page whatever, of this lecture handout, but I just can't remember what's on that page.
Oh, so you wish you'd studied.
So if I closed it, like, let me actually remember it.
'Cause
First
I
year,
think-
no.
Yeah, I think I need to
I think I
upgrade
downgraded.
my...
I've said
Yeah,
this. I don't
my
think
studying
that
has gone
the
down.
way I worked in my A2s, I'm not at that work ethic.
And I, like, that's one thing that frustrates me so
Yeah.
much, because I know I can do the work.
Because we have.
But here, like, I'm just not doing the work.
Because the thing is, it's different here. Like, there's more than just your
So annoying.
degree, and they say that it's good to network, it's good to get involved.
Yeah.
But I think though that it's gonna. I'm predicting this now. I feel like my A-level work ethic is gonna happen in my third year, because that's when it
Yeah,
counts.
that's
Did it happen
good.
for you in your third year? Because you worked hard, Ashfaq. You can't deny that. Like when we were fasting, this guy worked non-stop. Like it was too much sometimes. Made me feel bad about myself. You worked hard. So I feel like, and you're doing a master's, so.
So you feel over the years, did it, your
It
tactics
definitely improved,
changed?
yeah.
Okay.
I feel like maybe it's just a learning curve for everyone.
Yeah,
Maybe.
definitely.
I think my experience with Cambridge is very different to everybody else's. I think because I'm known as the YouTuber, and I think
He's the Cardi B of Cambridge.
I think like
Yes, I'm friends with you,
'Cause you
not
got to-
because of YouTube,
yeah,
but
that's what I
circumstances
think.
under
So-
which we met
yeah.
was because of
because of
YouTube.
YouTube. So a lot of people know me of YouTube, and I think in second year compared to my first year, because first year I didn't start, I didn't have it. It wasn't YouTube was big. Second year everybody knew about it, and
Ibz.
99% of the friends I made in second year was because of YouTube. That's a good thing, not a bad thing. But I think the bad thing is that I wish I just sort of kind of anticipate that people are going to talk about you, and it really does get to me, because the thing is, like, Cambridge is small. People will say this about me and this about me, and I'm like this and I'm that, and my videos like are this, and I only care about people if they are a fan of me. I've heard this. I've heard people say to me, people in this college will say things like oh, Ibz actually he doesn't represent the poor, he's actually rich, he's outside it. Someone said oh, Ibz is all arrogance, he just wants to have power. And I never expected that. One, from this college that I go to, where everyone is 21 and over and mature supposedly, but also from other colleges. And a woman, a powerful woman, Nissy T, gave me such a good pep talk yesterday. And she's like, you know what? All of that is irrelevant stuff, and it's minute. You just have to block it out for your own insanity. Sorry. And I wish I told myself that people are going to talk about you, but it's not because of the fact that you're a bad person, it's because you're making moves.
So would
And
you
that's
say,
how you know you're successful, is when you get every bitch talking about you.
So would you say for them then, in the case that anyone encounters drama, your regret
need
would be
to
how
understand-
you processed it?
Yes, and I think,
Yeah.
but you need to understand that, like, it's gonna happen, and people are gonna talk about you, whether you're a YouTuber or not, and that's what
Not
your
everyone
life is like.
Yeah, that's what I've realised in uni. Not everyone is going to be your friend. Not everyone has to be your friend, and don't be desperate for that kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, just
allow
keep
it,
your friends
yeah.
close, because my point is that just keep those who you love close to you and know who they are, and not go for have many friends, because it's the thing that
Yeah.
everybody's a network. Everybody has 10,000, 1,000 friends on Facebook. That was my goal, to have 1,000 friends on Facebook.
Oh my
I deleted everyone, and now I have 150.
wow. That's
My point
okay.
is, be careful of your friends and process things carefully.
Okay, I think this ties back into the academic. It's all about the social work-life balance. That's the word, balance. Third year, it definitely tipped too much towards academic. I neglected my...
He's like, no, what?
Go on, I just don't know if it was good.
Wait, have I not
No,
told
carry
you
on,
this?
carry on,
Okay, no, I neglected a few friends.
Oh,
In third year or second year?
Both, to be honest. Even in first year a bit, just like you can get all caught up in the whole, oh, I'm meeting so many people, let me chill with these people, let me chill with these people. If you have people that you like, continue to talk to them, check
Reach
up on
out,
them every
yeah.
like
Check
couple
up,
weeks.
check up on them, yeah.
That's very important, I think, because it's so easy just in Cambridge just to get lost in the sea of work and deadlines and drama,
Yeah.
whatever. But there are
It's
there are
important
real people
to
out
pop
there,
up to people,
and
yeah.
especially if you're drowning yourself in work, it's just so easy. Just to message someone, you can what?
Leanne's on the train. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go on, carry on. Repeat that last
What
sentence.
was I saying? If you're just drowning in work, you can just check up on people. You can message, hey, do you want to chill? Do you want to just meet up even for a bit? Especially in college lifestyle where everyone lives quite close to each other. Actually, it's so easy. And I think that's something I didn't take advantage of as much as I would have liked to.
Okay, that's a good.
And you notice that from your third year, oh my day, because
you
going
look
from
back.
third into fourth, where everyone else has graduated, third year everyone graduates, they
And
leave
then
you
you're like,
behind, and
where-
I'm like, where are my friends now? But yeah,
Wow.
This is deep. But they're learning from
That's
it.
the reality.
Yeah, they're learning
Regret.
from it.
You guys think
Don't
that
make
Cambridge
these
University is this amazing thing? Listen, learn from us because that's how.
university is great because everyone's so close, and if you think about it, when are you going to be this close to your friends again?
100%, yeah.
Yeah,
Never,
because
never.
so many, even this summer, like having to cancel on people. I've got work. That's been my reply. Like,
Yeah,
So
same.
imagine in the real like world when I'm going work.
me and Ashfaq went from like talking every day, like in exam season, meeting each other every single day, to like I can't even reply to messages now and then.
Yeah,
how long is it?
7 months. Nah, not really.
Adulting hits us. This is deep. I regret not, especially as a first year student, not getting involved with more societies and stuff like that. So I found, I don't know, like on the one hand, everything is hitting you. It's really intense. Like you're in this new environment and it's like the pressure of like putting yourself out there. I feel like I wish I had put less pressure on myself and tried new things, because now I'm going into second year and I'm kind of like in that mindset that second year is like quote unquote the last year in terms of third year you're getting your degree.
Yeah,
like.
so second year
So
is
it's
fun,
like
yeah.
second year is like the last year, but also a year you take more seriously than first year because you've got to get good grades and stuff like that. So it's like the time that I'll have to get involved in all this stuff. Like I always told myself, oh, after GCSE drama I'll get back into drama. I never did that. So I feel like I'm gonna leave Cambridge and have that as one of my biggest regrets. Like I didn't get back into drama and stuff like that. Like so I wish I goals you set yourself or things you wanted to do or societies you wanted to join, even if you tried them for 2 weeks. Like I wanted to like go rowing even like for 2 weeks just to do it, like so you can be
I
like,
did it for one
oh
day.
my god,
Did you try?
Wake up at 6
I'll
No,
like
it's too
try
early.
new things and get involved in different things. So yeah, I just regret not putting myself out there a bit more. To put myself in Homerton quite a bit because I wasn't getting out there. I went out for ACS events and to meet friends, but other than that it was quite insular.
I had a similar experience in my first year. I didn't go at
You
all.
just- yeah.
Just because I think it's just first year and
Yeah.
you're meeting already so many people in your college and Homerton's massive.
That's true.
Like you just think, oh like wow, but I do feel like you will be more comfortable next year. And like my
Yeah.
second year I did a lot. Like I joined PAXOC, ISOC, Vice Presidency, YouTube, did a lot of creative stuff, but I did a lot. But I just think that I mean, our experiences, so you went from first year and you went up a grade, right?
Grades.
So you got 2-2 then 2-1.
Yeah. That's right.
So Ashfaq went up a grade, I went down a grade. So I think, just what I'll say is, it's good to go out
Yeah.
and explore as much as you can and have fun with it. I just think that, please just stay a bit focused.
Yeah, that's true. It's all about that balance. Like
And I
you were
think
saying,
now,
work-life
I was just
balance.
like, forget work, I'm gonna have so much fun. But because I didn't realise that psychology this year will have science in it, and neuroscience,
Oh.
it's a bit of a struggle. But I think you'll be able to find your feet.
Yeah, I
hopefully.
think same with what Ibz was saying. You gain so much more confidence in second year because you're so much more familiar with everything. You've done a whole year of Cambridge.
Yeah.
And I felt the same. Like I started doing society probably. I started being on committees and stuff like that. Now you've done a lot of that. Cut it down to what's important to you.
Okay,
Maybe you can still do one thing you really like,
Just
but
do
you've
two.
got experience. You've done a lot. Don't do the same thing again and again. I'd say.
Yeah.
Do something new maybe.
Good thing though, like it's something I like learn about myself. Like on a high note.
Okay, cool, yeah. On a high note, guys. I think you need to make those mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn. So like being broke in first year, that was my personal regret. Like I'm not managing money. Now I feel like I'm doing it a bit better, and like I did a video about it, and Christina helped me a lot to try to manage my money. So I feel like that's going well. The academic stuff, which was like not revising, I'm proper on that now. Like I feel like I know what to do, because it's my last year, it counts. I know who my friends are now, so I feel like you go through that, and I feel like you kind of all have to make mistakes, like it's trial and error. But one thing I will say is, what I've learned about myself is like, I really am like that bitch. Like I'm really sorry. But I feel like all of us are that bitch, and I just feel like to think where I was coming in first year, then not even where I am, like as in but like YouTube, but like just the mentality I have and the things I want to do in the future. This place really does. If you're a diamond in the rough, it really will try to polish you. It will try, and you have to keep wanting to be polished and actually like saying to yourself, I am a diamond. I am, because some people get lost. They get buried. But if you keep saying it, like Courtney Danina said this, like everyone is a diamond and you can be polished here, you just have to go for it.
And it leads on to my like high note, which is that I think from going all through all those regrets, just from 1 year, I've learned how resilient I am. Yeah, like in the space, not even 1 year, it's like months. And 8 weeks, 8 times
24 weeks.
Yeah, in 24 weeks I've matured. Like it's like accelerated maturation, and like I've realized how strong I am, how resilient I am. So like from all of that, like now looking back and looking at like my personal growth, I think that's the best bit, where you can look back at these stuff, and yes, maybe you might want to categorize them as regrets, but I think like Ibz said, you learn from them, and that's the best thing, and that's why we are sharing this with you, so you learn from them too.
Can I just say, I'm really proud of you. Like I'm really proud. I see your maturity as well, but don't just my face because I get acne problems, so just say I'm really proud of that.
I guess all I can do is repeat, because you guys have said it so much, like the maturity thing as well, how much you grow, how much you learn is so big, and from all my regrets I've learned something from them, for either academic, going one way too much, the other way, from social or from personal. And I think really you have to go down to go up, if that makes sense. You can't have peaks without troughs. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to do a 4th year as well. So I mean, I've got 1 more year, and 1 more year to fill up with more regrets, I guess.
Oh my gosh.
We'll be here
This
for part
time
2.
next year.
Part 2.
Oh my God. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, do leave them down below. Rate, comment and subscribe. Please follow them on Instagram and everywhere. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I wish you the best of luck with, if you're starting university, if you're starting somewhere new, basically. Enjoy the journey. It's there to be enjoyed. So yeah, bye
Take care guys, bye.